No, it's fine. They won't start shooting Scoop without me. Sorry. Hello and welcome to The Scoop, your weekly dose of gaming news. Let's get newsin'. First up, think you could play the Switch with one hand tied behind your back? An Australian programmer who said that playing the Nintendo Switch helped him to detect a tumour in his hand, which he then had removed, had the internet community refer him to an ingenious little accessory so he wouldn't have to miss out on playing games during his recovery. This single-hand Joy-Con adapter design appears to allow the Switch to be used with just one hand. Very handy. The nifty adapter can be 3D printed for free and could be a great way to enable those in a similar circumstance to enjoy their favourite Switch games one-handed. Or maybe it's just a great way to keep eating cheese toasties while playing games without getting your controller all oily, which could be quite gross. Not that I'd know. Next up, news from the high seas as Rare's upcoming pirate game, Sea of Thieves, has left behind some cheeky Easter egg tributes. The gamer tags of players who participated in the alpha and beta tests have been spotted on in-game posters, barrels, or etched into rocks, as a sneaky thank you for giving feedback, moderating, or doing something special during the testing period, like vanquishing the most skeletons, swimming for a really long time, or in the case of one community member, eating a whole unpeeled banana. Truly memorable. What a nice tip of the pirate hat to players who've been aboard through the rough seas of game testing. In other news, an obscure official Donkey Kong game has finally made its way onto the internet. Donkey Kong 3 The Great Counterattack was one of several spin-offs that Nintendo licensed to developer Hudson Soft in the 1980s for Japanese PCs. Unlike other such titles that have already resurfaced for emulators, this one was only retrieved late last year when a group of fans got together to buy one of the existing discs via an auction site. The group then painstakingly extracted the data from the X1 disc so that the game can now be played using an X1 emulator. The game is sure to excite Nintendo completionists who can finally play it, though it's rumoured to be ridiculously challenging. And next up, a recent video from YouTube channel Smarter Every Day has renewed interest in the VR Haptic Glove after the host of the channel paid a visit to the Haptics lab for a hands-on demonstration. The Haptic Glove uses touch technology to let you feel things like the weight, size, and impact of virtual objects. The video shows the glove interacting with things like simulated raindrops, a rock, and a spider. There are 120 sensors in the palm of the glove, so you can apparently feel each creepy little leg on your hand. Great! The product is still in prototype at the moment, but it certainly seems like a step forward for sensory simulation in VR. The question is, will they one day be able to simulate all of the feels through haptic devices, or just some of the feels? Just a handful of feels. Only time will tell. And finally, March is Women's History Month in many countries around the world, and Facebook has launched an initiative aimed at female gamers. The campaign includes a series of videos featuring stories of women's experiences in all corners of the games industry. From the CEO of Rovio, Katie Lavaranta, to podcaster Andrea Renee. The content aims to provide an insight into the range of possibilities for jobs in gaming and seeks to encourage more female gamers to get involved in the industry. And even though there are obviously some major corporation-y marketing and promotional aspects to these kinds of initiatives, it's still a positive thing for big companies to acknowledge this issue. Girls to the front, I say. And now it's time for this week's Extra Scoop. This week, it's Theo from Celeste's actual Instapic account. In the 2D platformer Celeste, Theo is an aspiring photographer and fellow explorer who meets the main character along her journey. In the game, he posts snaps to his Instapics account, and in real life, the game's devs created it all on Instagram for fans to just discover. It has all the typical things you'd expect to find on a social account, like selfies and shots of shoes. But more than your standard Insta, there's actually some great detailed artwork and nods to the game that provides an extra layer of character building and backstory. Oh, and there's also pictures of some cute cats. Yeah. Remember, if you have something you've come across that you think would make a good extra scoop, then you can send it to us at this address. Well, that's the scoop for this week. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Sorry about that, just reading the news. Hello? Hello? They hung up.